enough of that. My love, Joy, let it go from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with a bad versus wild review. Now, before I hop into this commentary, y'all, make sure you are liking this video and subscribing to this video. If you're new here, hey girl, hey. If you're true here, I appreciate you so very much. Let's hop into the commentary because that's what we do. So we have Courtney B, and she is just as loud as ever, girl. Louder than the last episode. And you know, she see the girls coming in, and she, you know, she's doing her commentary. And Courtney kind of shades Rolly a little bit. She's like, here goes Rolly, and it's like, here goes Scotty. Scotty looks so good. Scotty looks good. I think that I've been saying that Scotty looks good consecutively this whole bad versus wild. You know, whatever. Have I not been giving Scotty her 10s? Like, she just been getting thicker, like better, smarter. Like, girl, Scotty is really doing it for me. Like, Scotty with the body, I'm really seeing it for you. So we have Natalie and Megan. They were BGC besties. And give us a little recap as to why they were beefing. Because I'm like, girl, I didn't even know that Megan was beefing with Natalie. But y'all, I really forgot that Megan was a part of Baddies season 1. Sydney had ended up inviting Megan to the bad girl's house or the baddie's house or whatever, and Natalie and her apparently had some sort of beef because she, you know, Natalie didn't invite her to the baby shower or something along the lines. And it's so interesting now because Sydney is on the baddies team while Megan is on her own team. Like, imagine that. Let me move y'all closer. Y'all know I like y'all in my face, okay? So it's like, I'm so happy to be here because, I mean, all of the fans seem to think that you don't really like me, and I'm trying to tell everybody that you love me. Sydney, I really just feel like you need to know the difference between like people liking you and like what's good for business. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sydney, I really feel like they just needed to include you on whatever it is they need to include you on, because I don't think that Natalie really likes Sydney. I don't think a lot of the fans, a large portion of the fans, don't really like Sydney Star. Am I lying? Stop me when I'm lying. I really feel like Sydney does the most. I feel like even like a lot of the trans girls don't really get down and give it up for Sydney because she does too much. Like, you do too much. You pander like to like I don't know. Something about Sydney, and y'all know I'm for the girls. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if y'all new here, y'all need to know that about me. Okay, period. But something about Sydney just rubs me the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, she, the most I can relate it to is like, you know how some all black folks and kin folks, she's giving raccoon, but in queer. I hope that translates, okay? No pun intended. So here we are. We're about to have Lemmy's brother introduces Lemmy. Lemmy comes out and introduces Nick, girl. Like, this is the formula. This is the format. So Nick is in the crowd, and he's kind of like, you know, doing his one thing. He was like, oh, it was a guy behind him or whatever. And he was like, you kind of scared me, brother. Like, it was kind of funny. Nick is in the crowd. He's popping. I think that was cute. Like, he kind of kept it cute, but like, it was kind of like, okay, like, wait a damn minute, because usually they have a whole bunch of women around him, but sister was out there. He didn't give a fuck. So we have a performance by French Montana, and I mean, he had a hype, man. It seemed like he had a little bit of energy. I'm not gonna lie, this is like maybe one of the bigger stars that they had perform. But French Montana bores me. Like, we haven't really heard anything good. I mean that song, but it's not too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Pretty little body that's like go, hey. But I feel like Unforgettable wasn't even that big because of French. It was because of the guy who was singing the hook. I mean, I feel like French Montana has not given us anything since Mac and Cheese 3 on everything. Period. Like, nobody's really checking for French anymore. I'm sorry. And if y'all know, y'all know. If y'all don't, y'all don't. Nick comes out and he does this whole little speech. I guess he's trying to do a little format of what's supposed to be happening. Nick introduces Natalie. And what I like about Natalie and what I am noticing is she always seems to give a lot of love to her fans. I really, really like that about Nat. Like, she seems like she's one of the girls that's in the crowds, that's pouring shots, that's really about her supporters and her fans. And we love to see that. She comes out and she's doing the iconic now, baddies, baddies, shot o'clock. Baddie, baddie, shot o'clock. And I really just feel like Baddies has turned into a real moment, y'all. Like, from season 1 to where we are today, Baddies is a movement. Truly, Natalie did her big one. So give her things. Anyway, so Natalie comes out and, you know, she's giving all of her girls her props. She's introducing, you know, all of the girls in her very professional club promoter, professional voice. And we have Scotty with the body, and the way she was rubbing on Scotty's cootie cat. I know. I mean, I've seen some of the footages. Okay, I've seen some of the footages. But the way she was rubbing on Scotty like that is definitely not giving little sister. It's giving, you know, something else. Well, anyway, long story short, they hunching, y'all. They definitely hunching. And the fact that she tried to say that's the little sister is even weird. Anyway, so Team Wild comes out and they were cute. These are the OG Bad Girls Clubs. Now, I did a poll not too long ago and I asked y'all who was reigning supreme if y'all had to, and everybody agreed that the OG Bad Girls Club did it. I don't know if it's because the Bad Girls they decided to bring on to the show, but I feel like Baddies ate them up, but we're gonna get into it. They're twerking, so we're introduced to the first person, Janelle and her BBL, child. I'm so sick of it. We see Kat, 7, beautiful. Megan is trying to introduce her, and we have Love. She almost forgot it was Low London. We see Bree, you know, the white girl with the braids or whatever. And then Jayla comes out as the last OG. And then Nick is like, wait a minute, what's happening? Aren't you supposed to be over there? And Jayla's like, yeah, I'm the original Bad Girls. You know, I'm original Bad Girls. I mean, we love Jayla. She's in her all white. We like to see Jayla. So Sydney is up there and she's popping up with Jayla like, y'all bringing back boring Jayla. She up there with Nick Cannon, girl. Like, what you up there with Nick Cannon for? One thing Sydney gonna do is just the most. That's one thing Sydney Stars gonna do is the most. So they're playing this bingo where they have to like put the certain balls on this bingo board, and it's a whole bunch of inappropriate questions. So, you know, put a ball up there. You know, you have dated someone in the studio. Everybody's like running to the board. That's a shaky question. So put a ball up there if, you know, you was a hoe in a past life. All of them really should have had a ball. That was a game that was kind of thought out, you know, because some of the games just weren't well thought out in the beginning. But I see that the producers' minds are working a little bit. Okay, good for y'all. So someone jumped on Scotty from the Wild team, and I promise you, Natalie Nunn was up there like, which I'm, you know, with Brad used to call her Nun Chin or whatever the case, girl. She was up there like a ninja, just with the chin. That's all I know. She was up there like a fucking ninja with the chin. So she's like, not on my watch. Anyway, they fighting over who squirted. Scotty was the first one. Like, if you ever squirted before, make sure you put the girl. And I tell you, Scotty was in there throwing them bowls like, girl, this belong to me. I'm like, girl, not you over here telling your business. Somebody put up, Scotty also was the one who tried to put the ball up for tasted truffle butter. Scotty, you are given certified free 7 days a week. As got that in week. Like, girl, Scotty, whew, girl. Anyway, so it was like, the one was for threesomes, and it was just like, Cindy was like, oh my gosh, I need that. I've had thousands of threesomes. Make sure you subscribe to my OnlyFans. Listen, I'm not mad at a shameless plug, girl. Get your coin. We all out here in this content creation space. Make sure you like the content, speaking of which, okay? So then they're about to play this next game. So Bree and Rolly runs up. And this is where everybody is talking about. So they go up, and I hear some of the girls say, oh, they're gonna fight, they're gonna fight. So I feel like Bree really she did herself a disservice because she kind of let it be known that she was about to pull up on her a little bit too prematurely, because she tried to run up on Rolly. Bree was making a lot of connecting hits. She pulled that wig off in 2.5 seconds, went on Instagram and said, girl, that wig was being held up by scotch tape. That was funny. But ultimately, Rolly beat Bree up. Rolly wasn't scared. We seen French Montana laughing, and I just think that it's so cool that the celebrities are enjoying this type of content, because they be regulars, so like they want to see the shit too. So they kind of separate, and they like Bree out of nowhere like punches Rolly. Like, she wasn't scared. She punches Rolly, but this time Rolly really mopped her. And then Sydney kind of ran up on Rolly. Sydney ran up on Rolly, tried to get her little lick back, because if y'all remember, they was talking about earlier in the episode how Rolly had threw a drink on Sydney, and she was like, yeah, I had to throw you a drink because she was a little thirsty. So Sydney gave her a little one too. So Rolly kind of, you know, Rolly had to get her back out of nowhere. Sydney wig is off. They didn't really show it because there was so many people involved, but Rolly had to get her together. And literally, Rolly rolled them right on off the stage, girl. Sydney and Bree, both of them got off the stage. I feel like they're starting to do a better job at, once a fight breaks out, to kind of still contain the set and contain the stage. So then the next segment, and what do I think? Bree got beat up, but she wasn't afraid. Bree got a lot of connecting hits, and Bree's space was still intact. You know, Rolly ultimately got her out of here, but she ain't scared. I like that. I feel like Bree was fighting better today than what we saw when she was on Baddies original. Because who was she fighting? Ann or somebody? And it was a weird fight. Anyway, they were supposed to be doing the best Cardi B impressions. And I feel like Zeus, y'all ain't slick because y'all know Cardi be tweeting about the girls. JT is over there on Now That's TV. Cardi be talking over the girls over at Baddies. Like, they're just trying to do a little quick little boop, 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 boop. So she can tweet about it and more promotion. That's smart. That's good writing. That's good thinking. I like that shit. So that's marketing for real. So Taseki won because Kat was out there trying to be herself, and all she said was, oh, like, girl, you said everything in your own voice. They did an Ice Spice impression. Mariah won that. She put her hair up like it was a afro. That was cute. Then they did the best Natalie none, and Jayla was like, I run LA, the typical Natalie thing. And Scotty came out of here with the pen and blew the smoke all in the girl face. Girl, Natalie was out of here. Now, I think it's cute to see the girls kind of like celebrate Natalie in this way. I'm really starting to respect and like Natalie as a businesswoman and a TV personality in general. Although I do think that she's shady and she runs some shady practices, you gotta respect it. Anyway, they do Grope the Rope. Baddies won so quick, that wasn't even a thing, girl. They won twice. And then they had like a standing on business segment where they were basically like roasting each other. Natalie tried to say something. I mean, I really didn't write anything down because it was kind of corny. Like, the girls aren't quick and witty in a way that I feel like they should be. But Megan had said something like, girl, Sia, I heard you was straight for pay. I thought that ate down. That was funny as hell to me. Inside snapped back with, well, not today. I'm like, okay, say no more. Jayla tried to say something about her being like, you know, Squidward. Y'all call me Squidward because my face is so perfect. But, you know, I'm the baddest. I mean, I could have done without. Baddies ended up winning. Megan looks still like a little butthurt. If y'all peeped her face, she was kind of just like, yeah, I'm just here for the check. Megan is such a beautiful girl. I feel like she looks good. She still looks good. I feel like she's over on Now That's TV. You're still over here at Zeus. Like, girl, what is it giving? Although I do think that, you know, the checks are big enough for everybody to kind of circulate it all around. But, no. You know, whatever. It was cute. Rolly and Sydney tried to fight again. I think they were just having fun. It is what it is. Just to give it a little spice and a flair. It didn't seem like for real. Brie really wanted her leak back. But the whole Sydney thing, anything Sydney's involved with is a joke. French Montana performs. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't interested. But this was a good episode. What do you guys think? I mean, like, Rolly and Brie fighting was cute. I mean, it is what it is. But this was a really good episode. I'm not mad at it. And Natalie deserves her things. Natalie deserves her things. Let me know what your favorite part or what your favorite game was. I think for me, my favorite game on this episode was the bingo. Because some girls was telling on themselves. No, I'm lying. Wasn't impressions. It was like charades. You know, we love a good charade moment. That was cute. Some of the girls were funny with that. Like, I think it was the charades for me. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, okay? As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.